Welcome back to another episode in the Green Bay Packers franchise. We're starting out with deciding where to send our scouts. In this episode, we've got a lot to cover. We've also got a lot of player negotiations. We've got a lot of maybe even trades coming up. Let's see how that goes. And then, of course, the game against the Browns. I want to bounce back from that loss against the Bears last week. That was rather frustrating. So first things first, how does this work? Well, basically, you've got a national focus. And then you also have the focus in each of the 4 areas that you can decide upon. You can set the focus scouting and then just choose which position you kind of want to go for. The thing is, I think offensive line is something that I'm still not really that happy with. I feel like we have good players on the positions for the time being, but I'm not that excited about the players that we do have. So I'm just going to go offensive line everywhere. I think that's what we need to make sure that we have the most information on. Anything apart from that is just going to be a bonus. You can, of course, decide on the scouts. I still think this is a little bit impractical. I like that you can decide on the positions here, but then each of these dudes has a speciality, strengths and weaknesses, and then there's a mismatch thingy, and you have to fire the scout and bring in a new scout, and that is just weird. In FIFA, I like the scouting system a little bit more. You just have scouts that are, 5-star, 5, 4, 3-star, and so on scouts, and the point is here you have one high tier scout, then 2-star scout, and then 3 1-star scouts, and you can only exchange a 1-star for another 1-star, which is just such a weird system. I don't understand this, but whatever. Taking a look now at the weekend, what we have to do. We've got 21 players up for negotiations. So we're going to be going through this by position because I think that just gives a better picture. We've got 2 quarterbacks in here. I will be giving neither of these an extension. I mean, Andy Dalton is just here as a mentor. I don't need him next year, so there's that. Jordan Love is my QB1, and to be fair, Jalen Milroe, that we just drafted, is a very good successor. He's 4 years younger than Jordan Love, and when Jordan Love hits, 30 or something like that, I think Jalen Milroe would be just hyper ready to take over. Malik Willis, I don't know what to do. I like him a lot, and maybe we'll just keep him on as soon as Jalen Milroe starts really growing on his own. It's not a position of need right now. Running backs, nothing to do. Fullback, nothing to do. Wide receivers, and here we go. We've got Christian Watson. We have Lamar Beckham and Romeo Doubs. Now, looking at the ages, Christian Watson is the oldest. He does have a startup trait. Romeo Doubs is 25. He has a normal dev trait. And looking at the depth chart, we are really pretty well set here. In terms of age, we're trying to really kind of set up the succession movement in here. We've got 4 wide receivers that are of very similar age, and I just think I'm not really sure if I need to re-sign everybody here. Maybe I'll just wait it out. Christian Watson is very injury prone, so there's that as well. I like Jaden Reed, I like Romeo Doubs, I really like what they're bringing to the table. Watson does have the startup trait going for him, but then there's Lamar Beckham, who I really like, 22 years old, and I just feel like he's a dude that I'd really like to re-sign. I'm going to give him a very player-friendly deal when you compare this neutral to player-friendly. It's not that much of a difference, but I kind of want to go the middle ground here. So we're going to go with 3 mil, 2 mil, and I'm going to give him a long deal. He's 22. He's going to be 29 at the time this deal ends. So maybe we can go with... Does that make a big difference? Actually, it doesn't. But I'm going to give him this one here. He is young enough. Alright, there we go. So I think we just re-signed him, right? Well, that would be nice. He wasn't that motivated, but we're still negotiating. Okay, so I think we have to give him something more here to really kind of pull him in. The thing is, we also have to think about the structure of the wide receivers. And right now we've got these 4 pretty solid wide receivers all in the same area. And that is just, that's just something that we need to look at. So we do want to re-sign Lamar Beckham, maybe next week, maybe not this week. What about Doubs and Christian Watson? This is I'm going to park this here just for the time being because I feel we have other areas of need. I like Brandon Palmer. right? I like him to sit behind Tucker Kraft and Musgrave. He's 60 rated. I don't think it's that bad. I would like to have a player that's a little bit higher rated, in the higher 60s maybe. So I'm gonna park this as well. No area of need. Rasheed Walker, that's a starter. I really would hate to give him up, although I do have Kenny Miller waiting behind him, who's going to be growing. That's all nice. He does have high resign interest. He has a normal dev trade, so I think we should be able to pull something off here. The player-friendly contract is a little bit loaded. And if you look at our remaining cap, we are quickly running into an issue here. So we really have to make sure that we sign the players that we really want to sign and that we really want to hold on to, because this year's cap is quickly getting lower. Another thing that's pretty clear here is I feel like, of course, he's 25 now, so I'm going to give him a 5-year deal. I don't see any point in doing, something different here. It's not that expensive overall. I'm even gonna go back a little bit on the bonus. I just don't like these bonuses a lot. I'm gonna go a little bit more heavy on the salary here. Now let's make that offer. Perfect. All right, so Rasheed Walker is re-signed. Cap room for 2026, 14 mil. Let's just keep that in mind. It's a lot of key positions that we need to re-sign. Now that is gonna be tricky. All right, no, I could have told you that. So Sean Ryan, I like him, but he's not a priority right now. Right tackle, we've got Zach Tom. That's my starter. We've got Mike Hauser sitting behind him, but at the moment I want to go with Zach Tom. He's looking really good. He does have the starter trait as well. So the question is, what can we give him? And we're immediately going over the cap. So that is a big problem. I just think that is too much money that he's asking for here. So that is a problem. That is a big problem. The interest is there, yes, but since he values financials, I am not sure what to do about him. All right, we're gonna park this one as well. Quay Walker, that's a dude I want to re-sign, but again, our cap room is quickly disintegrating, and I just don't think we can re-sign everybody. We're gonna park Kingsley Barry. I think he's a good backup to have. Jerron Hendricks, 2167. We can, we can do that over time. But let's take a look at these two here. Devontae Wyatt doesn't want to re-sign. He's 27 and 75. And on this one, I was starting to look at other players because, if we can't re-sign him, what's the point? All right, there we go. The trade was accepted. We are sending Devontae Wyatt to the Packers, to the Jets. We are receiving Sanders. That's a T-tackle with a hidden depth trait. I'm excited to see what that's going to be. And we are sending a load of 7th rounders and a 6th rounder for 2026 to them. I actually feel like that is a good deal because we needed to create some cap space. The deal was done. We are sending Preston Smith to the Patriots. We're receiving Kean White, 75 overall. He does have the scheme fit, which is awesome. He's 26 years old, so way younger than Preston Smith. And just realistically, he's going to be a better fit for us, and he's going to be way cheaper. Trade accepted. We are sending Upton Jenkins to the Lions. We are receiving Tyler Booker, 76 hidden depth trait, and it's going to be an immediate starter for us and an upgrade for them. Alright, another trade accepted. We are sending Zach Tom and Christian Watson to the Bills with a load of picks. We're getting Jones Jr., hidden depth trait, 21 years old, 77 overall. It is a step back at that position. I'm fully aware of that, but I didn't want to overpay Zach Tom. It's as simple as that. He would have taken up, I don't know, like around 20 million per year. That's just way too much. I don't want to pay that. Let's just go into a new direction here. It's incredibly telling that the Browns drafted Shedeur Sanders at quarterback, 23, rookie out of Colorado, 229 downs played out of 500. Then the reveal will be here. I expect nothing short of a superstar dev trade. 22nd ranked quarterback in the league currently, and he's sitting comfortably ahead of Deshaun Watson, who still has that insane deal. I don't know what the Browns were thinking, but whatever. Dorian Thompson-Robinson as the backup. Then the running backs, we've got Nick Chubb. It's an elite running back. The other two are really negligible, but Nick Chubb is the one to really watch out for. So the run game will be extremely tough to stop. John Lovett, the fullback. Wide receivers, a little bit more mediocre, right? Jerry Jeudy, we've got Theo Burks injured, we've got Devontae Walker, Jamari Thrash, Tillman, and Wilson. Personally, I only see Jerry Jeudy as a quality piece here. Burks injured at the moment. David Njoku, the tight end, also the superstar depth trade, and then only backups. So, in my opinion, it's only Nick Chubb and David Njoku who are really players to watch out for. The offensive line, AJ Jackson, Jared Clifford, Joel Bitonio looking very nice here. Cohen behind him, Ethan Pocic, 30 and 77. So the offensive line is really very solid overall, with the sole exception of the left tackle position. That's a little bit weird. Apart from that, it's looking pretty good. Going to give good protection. Dreddeus Smith on defense, going to be putting pressure on us. Beyond him is Ian McGuire. Myles Garrett with unstoppable force and X Factor. This is going to be a nasty D-tackle. Mike Hall Jr. and Dalvin Tomlinson. Just very solid defensive tackles here. So the front three are going to be putting a lot of pressure on us. Nathaniel Watson, 25-72. Dennis Gardeck. This is solid linebacker material. James Williams, a little bit lower rated setup here. But of course, when you look at the acceleration and when you look at the speed, he's certainly going to get into position, even if he's not that highly rated yet. Right outside linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, he's currently injured, so that's a relief. Noah Sewell injured as well. Wow. So Oscar Edison. The linebacking core a little bit depleted, I would say. They could switch Gardeck over, probably without too much of a quality loss, but still, losing Owusu-Koramoah, that is painful. Denzel Ward injured as well. Greg Newsome the second. Martin Emerson injured. Alright, so we are looking at a pretty depleted Jesus, Blankenship as well. I mean, Thornhill is pretty much the same level, so I wouldn't even see this as a relief. But still, again, you've got the starter who's out, so the backup has to take over. Grant Delpit at strong safety. Kicker Dustin Hopkins, and Corey Bojorquez is the punter. So I will be focusing, I think we're going to focus on the run game. That was also kind of the way that the briefing went, and I think that this just makes a lot of sense trying to limit them there. When you look at this, I've already brought in the new players that we just traded for. I'm going to go with full pad training. I want to have split training for left edge, split training for right edge, with Keon White sitting behind Lucas Van Ness right there. On D-tackle, I'm going to go with split as well, because I want to have Sanders and Cross both get training. You never know what we have to decide on later on, so that's always an issue. I'm going to go with split on the mid linebackers. I'm going to go with split on the right outside linebackers. It just makes sense due to the players there. Backups on strong safety. Next up, the offensive game plan. Let's take a look here. Also suggesting the run. I actually think this is quite feasible. The blitzing, I'm not really sure how that's going to work. We do have Myles Garrett working against us, so I think we're going to go with the blitz counter on this one just to be on the safe side. Full pads again, and going through the positions. We're going to split this on quarterback, on running back, on the wide receivers as well. Tight ends, it makes full sense to split it. On left tackle, again, we've got Rasheed Walker, we've got Kenny Miller. I'm going to split this. On the left guard, we now have Booker instead of Jenkins. Again, let's split it. I don't want to have any injuries. Monk needs to get boosted a little bit more. He has to grow quickly to stay feasible, and split on right tackle with Jones Jr., the replacement for Zach Tom, who was just asking for too much money. I was not willing to pay that. All right, let's quickly go over this. I want to have Cheatham, right? I want to have Cross, Brandon Palmer as well. But I do think that Kenny Miller, Carson Barnhart, probably instead of Barnhart, I would be looking towards improving Tyler Booker, because he's a starter and he just has to get better very quickly. And then we're going to do the same thing on right tackle. First focus on Emory Jones, get these two into the 80s, and then we can focus on the backup players. Clash of conferences as we're going up against the Cleveland Browns. Here comes Jordan Love facing off against Shedeur Sanders. You might be looking at the uniforms going, what the frick is going on right now? I'm choosing the uniforms different for each season, and in this season I'm using the 2000s. as the home uniform, the all yellow. And I'm using the 2010s Ultimate Classic as the away uniform. I just like the aesthetic, it's just super retro. And we're going up against the Browns, who will be using the white color variant one. I think this is a beautiful look. Don't know what's going on with his cap right there, but who cares? On the trades, you might have been thinking, why did we go backwards in terms of overalls? You always have to see differently. I always look at the age and at the potential for the player, and the potential is pretty high for a lot of these dudes that we brought in. I just hope they stay fit. I just hope nobody gets injured, and we are gonna be doing our best to get back here. We're the away team, so we have to be clever, play carefully, and just play it slow. And we've got an injury for Marshawn Lloyd immediately going down. Tell me what you think of the uniforms. Please drop that down below. I personally think they're super cool. Very, very retro aesthetic, and that cap is really weird. Pushed back a little bit. Romeo Doubs will have to play for his spot. I was thinking of giving him a deal, of course. I'm still not averse to that, but he will have to play for it. A few of my players will have to prove that they've got what it takes to get a new deal. I think we solved the big problems. I think we could get Quay Walker signed. That should be a problem. I think we can get Beckham signed. I really want to keep him. He is looking really fantastic. Wow. That was a very hard hit immediately here in Jordan Love. Musgrave's out, Tyron Hopper's out. I think we can reactivate Luke Musgrave without any problems because he'll be back pretty quickly. On the other hand, we also have to look at the linebacker position, but I think we solved that with Cheatham. We drafted him, he's got that start of trade. I think he should grow to be a 70 around the midpoint of the season-ish. Oh, that was too low. Not precise at the moment, Jordan Love. I'd like to see some more precision from him. Alright, let's take a look here. Do I think this is a viable play? It does look like it. Tucker Kraft should get open. There you go. Catch. 4th and 6. Alright, so I think we're going to have to punt it pretty quickly. That Browns uniform is super tight. Wow. Alright, what's this? Strained forearm will return soon. Alright. I was just talking about staying fit. Let's see what Shadur Sanders can do. Matt Areza is another of the players where I'm just waiting to see what they can do. Please go outside. Did that go out? Yes. What a perfect punt. Out at the 1 yard line. And let's see. It's Sanders and Chubb and David Njoku who are going to be pounding our defense. And yes, we do have some younger players in there, especially Cheatham, 60 rated, so it's not that highly developed yet. They do manage to turn it over, and that's a fine balance that we have to really keep in mind here. It is difficult to keep the best players while maintaining a perfect cap situation. First completion here, 1-4-3. And now, let's, or is it 2 out of 4? I don't know. We're going to go to play action cross. Let's get a little bit more aggressive. Morale is still slightly against us. We're still working on these after effects here. And this is Beckham. Slot wide receiver. Taken down pretty quickly at the 43. Boom. I like that. He's a surprise. He really was a surprise. Found him in the free agents pool. 22 start of trade. Close to the 70. That is a very good potential player. I don't understand why no other team was interested. But never mind. We're going to go with an inside zone split formation here. Clear run play. Let's get Josh Jacobs in on the action. Wow. Number 40 coming through very quickly. We even lose some yards. And is that an injury? Please no. Please no. Please God no. It is just slow to get up, nothing bad. Right, let's go with the 4 verticals. Again, the front 3 are the problem. I don't see the linebackers as that much of an issue here. Tried the juke move, that didn't work. 55 yards, Jordan Love on the day. He was the passing leader at the end of last week. So let's see how that plays out. Getting back to the topic of contracts, we've got the highest paid players are my best players on defense. Clark, Jair Alexander, and Rashawn Gary. And all that, of course, will add up over time if we want to give them new deals. Oh, that was quick. That was very quick. An important stop. I feel like if you would have got through, would have had more space. And now Tucker Kraft holding his right wrist right there. It's slow going as always against the Browns. A very aggressive team in terms of the pass rush, so not a lot of time. I just want to get through this game without mistakes. And as I say that, that's almost a pick by number 28. But that's fair play. Broken ribs. That's great. So Palmer, you're up. Packers drive. Let's not forget that he's a rookie, that he's 60 rated. Wow. Nice. So that's Romeo Doubs. He is my wide receiver number 2, I think. Injury timeout. Who's that? Morgan. Jordan Morgan. Can we stop doing that? I'm not keen on having too many injuries here. Dagger formation. Dagger play. Gonna go with Palmer. Unless he's completely bogged down. Oh, but he's slow. Strong but slow, but really working forwards. Holding off the attack here. Wow. That was a good one. That looked really good. Let's see. Daubs maybe, or do we have a run play? Let's go for a run. Let's give Josh Jacobs the yards here. There we go. That's 3 or 4 yards. Not a lot. Slow going today. 2 on average. Dislocated shoulder. Sean Wright, you're up. I could see myself giving Sean Ryan an extension here. There you go. And that's Palmer. Will that be a touchdown? No, stopped at the 1. But getting forward nicely. He's not as quick as Musgrave. He's not as tough yet as Tucker Kraft is. But at the same time, he's just looking solid. There we go. Josh Jacobs and Kipu. Just have to step in here. In the second quarter, first touchdown for us. Green Bay Packers go up 7-0. I'm just anticipating the score. There you go. Josh Jacobs. Well done. Well done on that one. I love these uniforms. So nice. Alright, and that's a turnover. That's important. We get the ball back here. Still in the second quarter. This is our chance to go up. We're pushed back pretty far. I will not be risking a safety again. Alright? I'm not going to do that. I think the play action cross can work. Nice. Zach Ertz, the veteran tight end. Actually, I only brought him onto the team to act as a mentor. And now he's up. This one will take too long, I reckon. I need plays that have a quick release on players and where I don't have to rely on too much. Oh, goodness me. Josh Jacobs not finding the way through the offensive line. And I need that. I need the player to get into position within a few seconds, be open within a few seconds, and then just dump it. This is going to be a reshift year. I don't see us in position to contend for sure, while we still maintain most of the team. I think we have a lot of improvements going on, but still, this is going to be tricky. But we have to solve a few of these key questions, you know, which players do we hold on to, which players maybe are a little bit too old. I think the Elton Jenkins situation was one that's a classic. Oh, we're getting pushed backwards here. 4th and 4. You can just see if a defense is tough, if a defense is very solid in the way it works. You can just see that efforts are slow going. There we go. But we're going to get that first down. And we're going to be powering into the players here, because I want to keep the clock ticking. He looks like Matt Damon, doesn't he? Go back and pause it. Just tell me if you see that as well, or if it's just me. But there we go. Palmer goes down. That was a good play. We're going to go with a slip screen here. Josh Jacobs, he hasn't really gotten a lot of plays yet. Caught and going forwards here very nicely then. 6 yards. Clock ticking. Alright, they are missing a few key players on defense, but that doesn't make him weak. They are going very strong here. Come on, Miles. Rush me. There we go. That's nice. And now Josh Jacobs going forwards. I don't even mind being ushered out of bounds here. 1 minute 4 seconds. Alright, what do we do next? We need to go forward, so I'd like a useful pass play. I just don't think the slants will develop in the way that I want them to. So we're gonna go for a run again here. We just need to find a way around Myles Garrett. There we go. Can we escape fully? Oh, we're still not down. Now we're down. Alright, 2nd and 6, 4 yards at the 36. That's field goal range. But still, I'm gonna try. Just keep on pushing forward as far as we can. A second touchdown would really help us a lot. Palmer is not fast. He's not very quick. An injury timeout here for Smith. Gonna go with a wide trail. Again, Palmer. Oh no, actually it's Daubs. Oh, this is good. This is good because he's fast, right? So I can hit him, maybe turn a little bit. Final time. Oh, get an injury timeout. Is that Ryan now? Oh, yes it is. Alright. Play action cross shot time. Palmer, maybe Reed. I don't want to risk an interception though, so I'm only going to go for this one if I really see it open up. And that is a fumble. That is a fumble. And it's recovered. For fuck's sake. Man, Myles Garrett is a freaking beast. Ah, he got through. No, that wasn't him. That was Hall. And then they were just faster. That was the rookie. That was the new man. That was not what I wanted to see. Probably should have gone with the runs with Josh Jacobs, but even then, you never know what's going to happen. Quick turnover. This is a chance for us. Alright, I'm going to go with the runs now. Let's see if we can't hit Josh Jacobs on this one. Ooh, nice. We're actually evading here. Let's step out of bounds. Stopping the clock with 13 seconds to go. 70 for 21, 169 yards. A little bit of a slower game today. But the pass defense is just working really well. Jaden Reed, Dontavian Wicks. Options are there. Slow catch, powering forwards, getting the first down. We're going to call a timeout now, and I think I'm just going to take a field goal. I'm not too crazy on getting mistakes, maybe suffering a fumble. Don't want to have that. Right, Braden Arbison on target, 10 and nothing. We could at least breathe a little bit easier, right? Even if they score a touchdown, there's still some distance to us. And another turnover. What do we do? Let's try the play action cross again. I think Beckham should be quick enough. Daubs should be quick enough. Oh my goodness gracious, that throw was horrible. Why was that throw so bad? That was strange because that was a perfect... It was a perfect opening. Daubs was open. For crying out loud. There is no pocket control at the moment. But that's just what happens when you bring in new faces. Alright, we're going to be clever about this one. I think Palmer will take too long, so it's going to be a dump to Jacobs. And again, for fuck's sake, man! Can't get the ball away. Offensive line is collapsing too quickly. Let me just double check where's, who's playing where. So here we go. Kenny Miller on left tackle. Why? Oh, because Rasheed Walker is injured. Ooh. Well, this is bad news, Bears. Alright, Kenny Miller on the left. We've got Tyler Booker sitting here. That's okay. We've got Monk sitting here. Jordan Morgan. So Sean Ryan is taken over here. I guess that's good. And Emery Jones over here. Alright, so I think I need to fix the left side. I know he's the backup there, but man, just get pummeled too quickly here. So I'm going to put Myers over there to try and solidify that a little bit more. The left side was just completely open. We're working with 60 rated players at the moment. That is not what I like to see. Not what I like to see. Alright. So maybe we can get some more stability in here. It's a big ask for Matarese here. Put that ball as far back as he can. I'd like to see a fumble for once on their behalf. So Shooter Sanders coming out again. Son of Coach Prime. Deion Sanders, and there we go. And that, of course, on the third try, they're going to get it. But we have to think about our game plan. I think we have to do things differently now. I don't have enough time. And Jordan, oh, come on. Is that going to be holding offense? Jesus Christ. Sean Ryan, come on, man. We don't have to make things more difficult for us, right? That doesn't have to be the case. I'm gonna go with the play action wide receiver in. I hope Jaden Reed gets open. I hope that David Wicks gets open. But they will be bum rushing here. Throw it, man. Oh, catch. And that's 9 yards. Alright. I don't know why he did that pump fake thing, but I had to immediately backtrack as soon as the snap was out. Alright, let's try a screen here. Maybe we can get Jacobs to close that gap and get the first down. That's a target at least. There we go. Alright, Josh Jacobs, and he's away. That is good. That's a hard hit by number 52. I think that's Tyreek Williams. 20 for 27, 270 yards. Slow going today. Very slow going. Look at that, man. Myles Garrett is through like a hot knife through butter. Alright. At least we can rely on a few players to just deliver. Look at this. I don't see any gaps here. You could try this. Is there gonna be a hole? No. Boom. What a hit. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Packer bench. Trying to hit Palmer here. But I feel like it's a little bit risky to do that. So let's go with a regular bench. Zach Ertz. I'd like to hit him. There we go. Caught. Stepping across the line. That's exactly what I want to have. We just have to have the progress forwards. Don't get pushed backwards. don't give up the ball. But the Browns always a challenge. Catch, and Jaden Reed with 8 yards on the carry. Super important. Super important. Also, let me know what you think about the Christian Watson trade. Was that premature? Or was that a calculated risk? Personally, I think it's a calculated risk to take. I've got a lot of players that are very similar on the wide receiving core, which is good in case of injuries, but you know, who are we going to hold on to? Who do we really want to keep? There's the opening. Can we get away? Ooh, how far can we go here? Josh Jacobs picking up speed, 24 yards for 7 rushes. Still not the maximum what he's capable of. It's going to be slow going for him this season, I think. Maybe he'll be happier on receiving than running right now. This is an incredibly tough run and pass defense. Boom. There's the hit. I just hope that Jordan Love doesn't get an injury here. Let's go with Palmer. Or do we have time to flip this play? Why? Maybe I can get Romeo Doubs back there. Maybe I can get Romeo Doubs back there and immediately go down 3 yards on that pickup. That is not a lot. That is not a lot. Mesh spot time. Let's see. Beckham or Palmer. Rather go with Beckham if Doubs opens up. There we go. Quick turn. Oh, Jesus Christ. A hit, but he defends that and holds onto the ball. Wow. Full respect to Beckham there. What a hard hit. Look at that. He turns and it's like a straight hit from Tyleik Williams. Wow. Absolute wowity wow. Do you know Ryan George? And the wow, wow, wow. Wow. That's exactly what I'm thinking here. Zone split weak. Yeah, we're going to go with the run play. 1 yard. Oof. Right, we're gonna need some time to settle into a rhythm here. I can tell. Clear as day, man. Beckham or Doubs. I want to have a touchdown. That probably is not too surprising. And again, catch and defend through the impact. Incredibly important. Gonna go with a mesh here. We're very close. Dontayvion Wicks for the first time. I do hope he gets open. It's 3rd and 4. Yes, and we're in. Boom. 17-7. And that should give us some breathing space in the 4th quarter. Put some nerves to rest here. And the first touchdown for Wicks in this season, I think. I actually think that's the case. My slot wide receiving situation is one that I'm very comfortable with. I've got Amari Rodgers sitting behind Lamar Beckham. Inside zone at the 49. I'm gonna be honest here. Anything but a fumble is gonna be a success. And there we go. And there's no space. Timeout called. 2nd and 10. Getting a new set of downs is basically what we need right now. Just to make sure that we push forward. And we can't adjust. Crud. We can't adjust. There is no time for Josh Jacobs to find his route. Maybe we can use this here. Maybe we can use this. We're going to switch it because I want to have that open space on the left-hand side for Jacobs to run into. Jaden Reed, also an option. There we go. Power forward. 4th and 1. All right, that is good. Final timeout. We need a first down. I love the fact that you can see all those scratches on on the helmet right there. All right, so do I trust this or do I rather go with... All right, there's no other option. That is nice. I love that. Do I go for a run play? Let's maybe go for a run play. Oh, shoot. No, 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 no. Fucking hell. I should have gone with a pass. Should have gone with a pass. I trusted the run. And we just get bogged down so quickly. That's my bad. And now we're behind. 20 seconds to play. It's the second time that I'm fucking up towards the end of the game. And that is so annoying. I can't even begin to tell you guys. Let's go here. Play action cross. Let's be quick about this. Ertz or Romeo Doubs. Alright, that's incomplete. 17 and 21. All we had to do is keep going forward. That's all we had to do. Just defend that one and not let them score. Oh man, we are absolutely shitting the bed. The passing is fucking abysmal right now. Jordan Love is not getting through. And they are shutting us out perfectly. I mean, hats off to them. But there's no time. There's no time to really get a play going here. And we are in utter Hail Mary territory now. 3 seconds to go and we fucked this game up again. Man, I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed off right now. That's just pure insanity, man. Why do we keep doing this to us? Why do we keep doing this to us? I'm putting the Ertz on the streak as well. But yeah, I'm not expecting anything to come of this here. Alright, there's not enough words in my vocabulary right now to curse and put into words how I'm feeling. There we go. Now we really messed that one up. Again in the fourth quarter. Again towards the end. The run game today was just an absolute letdown. Then the fumble. There's just too many things going wrong at the moment. Alright, so that's the second tight end out. Tucker Kraft is on the road to recovery. We project 4 weeks until he's back on the field. So right now we've got 2 tight ends out. 2 weeks for Luke Musgrave. 4 weeks for Tucker Kraft. That is absolutely not the direction I want to see this going. Next week Rashid Walker will be back though. Josh Myers will be back as well. Both of which got injured in this game, I think. Still no Tyron Hopper. That was pretty clear from the get-go. So, looking at this episode, I've got very mixed feelings. On one hand side, I'm very happy with what we did in terms of the trades and re-signing players. I feel good about that part. But man, that fourth quarter just is an absolute horror show. Overall, Jordan Love did well. I can't even, fault him. He just played cleanly. Shadur Sanders had 2 interceptions. So, but just nothing came of it. Josh Jacobs, nothing worked today. On average, 2.3 yards. That's just insane. The run game didn't work for anybody. The pass game was a little bit better. But then again, we just didn't get the rhythm. There was no rhythm to the play. We never really got going, and that's just what we need, to just get into the rhythm, get going, and then, play the games cleanly. No mistakes, no fumbles, no sacks, no interceptions. That's what we need to achieve. It's still early days, and I'm not panicking right now. It's 1-2 right now, but we can still go up there, so I'm not panicking. I would like to get a win now again, but yeah, Jordan Love still topping that pass yards stat line. That's awesome. I really want to keep him there, maybe even get him some improvements in terms of his depth rate going up. But yeah, well, it is what it is, guys. An away game and a loss here to the Cleveland Browns. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What could I have done differently to get a win here? What do you think of the trades? What do you think of the re-signings? And what do you think of the team right now? As always, if you like the episode, please consider subscribing and dropping a like. That just helps a lot. It means a lot to me personally. You're making this special for me, so thanks for that. Stay awesome, everybody, and see you next time.